It's Kylie, Bertucci, Stamping Up Demonstrator in Australia, here with you. Sorry I'm a couple of minutes late. Running around trying to get everything organised so that I look partially professional. That's the goal. How is everyone today? It's good to see you here. When you jump in, just say hello. I love to hear from you, whether you're watching the replay or you're here live. I have my box of tissues here with me today because I don't know, I could get totes mosh, as Jessie would say. I'm going to be making a card for my dad today because we've had a little bit of a situation this week that we weren't prepared for, literally in the last couple of days. Yeah, basically Dad went in with a sore left leg, went into hospital 2 days ago, and they had a look, they found a clot and an aneurysm, and Dad doesn't keep the best of health. He's had heart condition, kidney transplant, and lots of different things, major surgeries, and they just said to preserve his life that the best option would be to remove his leg. So they removed his leg, but he's doing great. He's doing really well, which is what we want, but it's a lot to take in because it literally happened yesterday. So we're just taking one day at a time. Fortunately, my sister is visiting my other sister who my dad lives with, so it's nice to know that my sister has support with family there at this time, so that's really good because he lives in Perth, which is probably a good 4-hour flight away from us. So my inclination was like, that's it, I'm getting on a plane and I'm going to get over there, but I had to just try and think logically and think, how can we be the best support to my sister? There's no point, you know, going there and not sort of being able to support Dad and her. Then I feel like I'd just be in the way. And I'm sure I wouldn't, but I want it to be the best possible situation to help her, and yeah, just give it a bit of time to see what we can do to help to be the best of assistance to them. Thank you all for your beautiful messages. Thank you so much. But it's just as my family said, I said to my sister, he's like a cat. How many loves does this man have? And the rest of my family, they're just typical sarcastic, and my dad is the same. He's going to be making all these stupid little remarks about it all. I think my auntie said, I can't wait to see him on his electric scooter. So they're having a bit of a laugh about it all. I think they're just happy that he's alive and he's in really good spirits. But I thought today it would be good to make him a card. I've got flowers organised. I've organised like Australiana themed flowers, which I thought would be a bit more masculine for him to put in the hospital room, and just lift the spirits a bit because it's going to be a long road ahead. Oh, thank you all very much. Oh, Michelle, your dad had the same situation. Yeah, so it's a bit of a shock and a big change for my sister, and we'll just take a day at a time. I think that's the only thing you can do in these situations. So I made a card this week and I thought I would do something very similar. You probably saw the card on my blog this week that I made this one, and I thought these geometric patterns are perfect because they're quite masculine, but kind of, I'm going to use colours that are a bit more neutral as well. And I cased it off the beautiful Brandy. I got the inspiration from her, just changed it up a little bit. Look at the difference in sizes from the US to Australia. It's so different, the card. But I'm going to use Night of Navy, Basic Grey and Smoky Slate for Dad today. I'm going to send him this video, so if you want to send him messages of good wishes, and I've put up Actually, I'll put my details here so that if you wanted to send my dad a card, his name is Frank. Oops, I didn't mean to press enter. I don't think I can on YouTube do a... No, I can't. That's why it's not working. Sorry. It's got to have his name like 100 times. We'll try that. Yeah, that should work. I don't know if it cut off my address. I think it might protect me. Anyway, you can message me if you want to send it. It's not letting me put in an address on the messages. So what have we got here? I'll just see if I've got the downward camera. I was very close to cancelling today, PS, but I think it's really important because even seeing the messages that some have been through these situations, I think, and we've got another friend, her mum has just been diagnosed with lymphoma cancer. So there's a lot of people going through a lot of things, and I thought, you know what, we all go through tough times at some stage in our life, and I think it's good to just acknowledge it and just be real with it. And I thought, if I cry, I cry. Say lovey. That's life. That's how we cope with things. Crying is good for us. It's cathartic. But yeah, I thought, you know what, it'll probably be good for me. And the best thing I like about crafting is it really is such a healing thing to do, especially when you're feeling really down and, you know, things aren't going well. I know for Bruno and I that when we get a bit stressed, it's probably one of the things that we go to the most is creativity. I even taught Bruno to knit and to crochet, although he's not as good as crochet as he is with knitting. But whenever he would be stressed out, he'd come home and do that, or we'll do like a big card making session because it helps just sort of, yeah, cope with it all and take a bit of the stress away. Someone asked, is my dad in Melbourne? He's actually in Perth. So it's literally the opposite ends of Australia. Thank you, Lisa. Thanks so much. Thank you for all your beautiful comments, everyone. I'll definitely send it to Dad. I know sometimes he jumps on with my Facebook Lives, but he may not be aware of my YouTube Lives because I've just changed it in the last couple of weeks. So, your mum has 9 lives too, Mandy. Yes. Yeah. That's right, Jenny. We've got to have a good cry, don't we? So these are the colours that I was thinking of. I'll get my card templates so that I can show you the measurements I used for this card. And if you haven't seen my card templates before, I'll put the link up for you. I'll do this one so it explains it better because it's got a video there and everything. I think that should be okay. So we've got the base is the Gorgeous Grape size. Then the next layer is, yes, those two. So I've done the Smoky Slate, which in this card here is the basic black layer. That's going to be Melon Mambo size. And then the Whisper White layer is Flirty Flamingo. So that's the layers there of the card. So the card templates will help you in whatever measurement you use in whatever country. We have 3 different measurements in the world. Maybe even 4. Maybe. It's coming. Canada is starting to think about using metric with letter-sized cardstock. Just to be random. So that's our sizing. So if you have the card templates, you'll know exactly what size I've made the card. The little sentiment is the same width as the Flirty Flamingo. but the height you can just eyeball it, work it out. In centimeters, I did 2 centimeters. In inches, it would be around 3/4 of an inch, it looks like. Yeah, about 3/4 of an inch high. But yeah, I just eyeballed that. Now I use my brand new trimmer to cut this down, and I must say I'm really enjoying the new trimmer. I did a review. If you haven't seen the review, definitely go and check that out. One thing that I didn't realize with this, which is super handy, and someone else pointed it out in the comments, is that you can feed your cardstock through without having to lift the arm. So each time I was lifting the arm, but you just slide it under and start cutting. So I really like that little addition. I don't know if our old trimmer even did that. And cutting today, I felt like that this border is better supported, much better supported than our previous trimmer. I've got it here. Like you can see in this section here, it sort of disappeared, that support, which I used to find super frustrating because I liked the fact that with the trimmer I could get small cuts, but this would prevent it because it would be lopsided. But I love that this can, yeah, go right up against the edge. There's sort of support in most of those areas along there to get a smaller cut, which is very good. So yeah, as I keep using it, I'm seeing more and more things. And the other thing I didn't mention too is that you can hang it. So you can use the little hole here to hang it up. So do you like how my nails match the Night of Navy? It's my new colour. I'm very excited about that colour. I actually went to go and look for basic grey, but I couldn't find it. This was the closest thing, but I like it. Something different. It's nice. It's different. It's unusual. So let's have a look here at what we've got. So we've got the base, first layer, top layer. I'm going to be stamping on that. So let's get our stamps out. And I've got, hopefully my chamois is wet. Yes. I love putting it in the case because it lasts quite a long time. It's just a good idea if you're not using it daily. I mean, I'm fortunate because I'm always opening it, but if you wanted to, you can see quite a bit of condensation in here. So you just do one clip and leave this other clip open, and that'll just save any mold. You don't want mold on your chamois. So that's a good little tip. Okay, so we'll grab, oh, I didn't get my inks. I was so organized. I was doing very well up until this point. Oh no, I did get my inks. There they are. Oh my goodness, my brain is going to be very fuzzy today, but I know you'll all forgive me. You'll give me permission to be a bit scattered today. I mean, I'm scattered at the best of times. But I got a beautiful message from a friend this morning. She said, I'm going to bring round some chickpea patties for you and Bruno. So she's cooking us lunch, which I just think is so sweet. Yes, Canada is the one that's between metric and imperial. Yes, I feel very bad for you. Yeah. Thanks, Pamela. Diana, so with my mum and dad, they split up a long time ago. And so my mum lives in New Zealand and she's remarried. So we went to New Zealand earlier this year. So it's even hard for her because we're all calling her yesterday like, Mum! Because what do you do when you're feeling sad? You call Mum. But, you know, she's very good. She understands. She has 5 children that, yeah, came from my dad. So it's just part and parcel with families these days. So yeah, he's been living with my sister. He was on the Gold Coast and he's moved from the Gold Coast to Perth. So that was a big change for him, and that only happened probably, yeah, earlier this year. I think it was around April or something like that. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Mandy. Thanks, Rachel. I'll pass that on to Dad. He'll love that. He needs all of the lots of love and messages from around the world, as much as he can get. Yes, he will need help. I must say, though, we're very fortunate in Australia to have so much support, because my friend even said it too, that more than likely they'll do, actually I'll start with the darker one first. That's smoky, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, they have a lot of support in Australia, like rehab and all sorts of things like that. And even Bruno's dad, we went through a bit of a rough patch with him where he fell off a ladder, and his spine was fused. It had ankylosing spondylitis in his spine, and it snapped. And so that was a bit of a challenge. That sort of happened a couple of years ago, and he basically was told he would never walk again. So we were expecting big changes for us because of that situation with Bruno's dad, but he's a stubborn man. And so he learnt to walk. He actually put because he was in construction, that's how he did the first injury. He constructed like this solid steel bar on his brickwork, almost like a ballet bar, but construction size, and bolted in with massive bolts, nuts and screws. And he would pull himself up on that almost every day. And I'll never forget, we went to their place for dinner, and we were about to announce that we were going to move in and help out with everything. And Bruno's mum said, the alarm went off, and Dad got up and walked. And I was like, did I just see that? Is this a miracle? I was like, what? And then I looked at Bruno like, what have I missed? Have I missed something? And he looked at me with the same look, and then we both looked at Mum, and she's like, yes, your dad's been walking for about a week now. We were just like, what is going on? So yeah, that was a big surprise, that one. But he's doing really, really well, like amazing. So it's shown us, yeah, if you have the stubbornness, which I think my dad really does, and Bruno's dad, it's the Italian genes. They're both Italian. So they're like, I'll show them. If they say I can't, I will. So yeah, that we've been through it, and we've seen how much help they've been given from the government as well, which is really incredible how much support we get here, which is a big relief. Plus my dad's family, he has a lot of brothers and sisters here in Melbourne, and they're incredible. He has, a really, really good, they're very supportive family, so that's really nice. Bruno grew up in Deer Park. Yes. Oh, you're in Texas though. That's funny. Oh, I'm sorry, Debbie. Oh, it's really difficult. I think that's like another level when your parents pass away. I think it's really tough. So you can see this is very, very simple. And I love the elements because it looks very masculine. And I thought what I could do is do the smoky slate underneath, or if I wanted to, actually I might even use some of this ribbon because it's so pretty. And I know that a lot of people have challenges using their ribbon. So you can see I could just use this and have it like that, or use some of this gorgeous ribbon, which I will, because we want to love it and chop it. We want to love and chop our ribbon too. So I'll just have a little bit extra, and I like to use my tear and tape, which I did find, by the way, at the back on the floor behind the desk. Crisis averted. I think that was last week that I was trying to find the tear and tape and couldn't find it. So I'll just do, I love how I turn it around. Oh, there is a sort of back and a front. I'm allowed to turn this around. So we'll do one there. Why is there always hair? Do you guys get hair everywhere? Seriously, my hair is always stuck in something. Sometimes I'll like send a customer card and there'll be like a piece of hair stuck in the envelope. And I'm like, what am I doing? Am I sending my DNA to my customers? They might be able to clone me one day from all the hair that I'm sending around the world. Oh no, one Kylie is enough. We don't need any more Kylies in the world. So did you see my post about little Jamie March? Oh, he's so cute. I'll show you a post on my blog. I want to do a shout out to Jamie. Hi, Jamie. Your grandmother, Wendy, says that you watch my videos. Thank you for watching my videos. And I hope one day that you get to do some crafting. I'm sure you've already crafted actually with your grandma. This is the toughest bit, is getting this backing off. Look at me. I was like, it will come off eventually. I will not give up. The snips usually work, but not today. Yes, thank you. Thank you for your message, Jamie, through your grandma. That was very sweet. Jamie's having a bit of a hard time. Jamie's 8 years old and he's having a bit of a hard time with school at the moment, which I think, yeah, anyone who's got a parent, yay, I did one. Anyone who's a parent, I think their kids, look, more hair. What is going on here? DNA. See, I'm giving my DNA away for free to a good home. Dad can have my DNA. Oh, he already does. No. Yay, one more to go. Yay! Oh, that one was the easy one. Okay. So, I like to put it behind the white because then it just sits nicer. I think I'll do it up there. And you can use your grid paper. This is where your grid paper comes in really handy because I'll do it in a place that you can see, because then you can just estimate on both sides and then you know you're straight, because I'm never straight. So then wrap that around and then we're going to be sticking that on. Oh, I'm a little bit higher than I would have liked. See if I can pull it off without, well, I'm going to cover that bit, so even if it rips, it's all going to be okay. No one will ever know. Ready? Gentle, softly, like ripping. Oh, there we go. It's like taking a band-aid off a kid's knee. My mum used to go, let's just rip it off. The quicker you do it, the better it is. And I'd be like, ah, a chunk of skin just came off with me, Mum. Oops, oops. It's all right. As long as it's not above. As long as the rip is below. This is called real crafting. Real crafting with Kylie. Might have to cut that little bit. I'm doing my own surgery here. Okay. Look, still another piece of hair. I've got to laugh. True story. And we'll use our grid paper again, because this would be the time that I put it on crooked. This is literally what's underneath my cards, and no one would ever know. See, no one even knows now. Whoops, I mean, the thousands of people that are going to watch this video now that know my secrets. It's called making sure we don't waste. There we go, that's better. Hopefully, actually, it's pretty much in the same spot. Why do I keep... I'm even higher. Oh, my goodness. You can tell today is one of those days. Hashtag Kylie's keeping it real today. There we go. That one's better. I've got to use this little guy as the gauge. And go further down on him. There you go. What's this part here now? Oh, no, that's all good. We are in business. This will be covered. Everything is okay. Sorry to my OCD peeps. You're probably all having a panic attack right now. But this is how Kylie rolls. It's unique embellishments. Long hair everywhere. Yes, good. So there you go. This might be an easier way to put your your sticky down is to put it on the cardstock. Line it up. So don't do what I did. Just ignore what I did and do what I say. Not what I did. So I'm going to use Genuine Gems. I brought this out a couple of weeks ago and I thought there's so many good ones on here, and I could have gone down this, well, this is difficult. Totally, that would work. Even this one, I know this must be hard for you. Totally irrelevant. But I thought Dad needs some encouragement. So I'm going to go, you've got this. I like to stay positive. We don't want to, we want to acknowledge our feelings. And I'm sure that, there'll be a time that this is going to be good. But right now I'm feeling like he needs a real good pep talk. You've got this, Dad. We're with you. And I'm going to do, I've already got it on my stamp, got my Versamark. So the Versamark goes first with embossing. Make sure I've got it the right way around. And I'm going to do it towards, actually I might do it in the middle for this one. I did it on the side on the last one. But with this one, I'll do it in the middle and just use your grid paper as a bit of a gauge. And then I'm going to put in, it's a little bit crooked, but Dad'll forgive me. He knows it's handmade. He knows it's rustic. Actually, it's not too bad. We'll have a look. Oh yeah, that's all right. I'm happy with that. I forgot to use the embossing buddy, and look, there's a little bit of excess. I'm serious. The embossing buddy really does work. And then you don't have to come in here and do something afterwards to take off that little dotty bits. I never thought it worked, but it really does. That's my little embossing buddy. So you put that on first, and then that just stops any static, any of the pieces getting stuck on there. I love embossing. It's so good. I used to be so scared. I keep saying it, but I was petrified of embossing. I used to think, oh my goodness, it's so much work. It's really not. I have my heat gun always plugged in, ready to go. So that definitely helps. Oh, that looks so cool. It's covering up all my mess too. So I think we'll put some dimensionals on the back of this. Give it some depth. There we go. I think I'll lift it up a little bit so that you can see a good amount of the ribbon. Yeah, that looks good. And then I'm going to use my Tombow for the back. Oh, this is feeling a bit light. I've got a couple more over the other side if this is, oh no, it's all right. Good. I like my Tombow for, but because I've got a little bit of tear and tape on the back, yesterday I was struggling because I was like, oh, I've got no movement because the tear and tape was sticking to the base. Put a little bit of Tombow on there. I'll use my adhesive remover. Oh, that looks so good. What a cool masculine card. And like, I love the fact that this stamp set can be so feminine, and yet you look at this and it's, yeah, spot on masculine. Do a bit of wiggle wiggle. Make sure that's happy. Yep. And then on the inside, I've already pre-cut these two pieces, which is the Poppy Parade is the basic grey. So if you've got my card templates, the measurement for the basic for the smoky slate is Poppy Parade, and this measurement I'm pretty sure is Melon Mambo. Yeah. So that's the white layer is the Melon Mambo measurement, and that's for inside the card. Just I thought I'd add a little bit extra layer because, you know, Dad's worth it. He's been through a lot, so we'll do that for him. And I'll do a bit of stamping on the inside too. Scissors out of the way, please. Thank you, scissors. And I've got my chamois here. So quick and easy. Love it. Chop it. Sorry if I'm missing comments. For some reason your comment wasn't shown, Dawn, but I've added that for you. I think it's okay. Catherine, I love that. You do a lot of embossing. I'm kind of jealous. I don't have the space to leave my heat tool out and I'm lazy. I actually put it in my trolley that's sitting next to my desk. And so I have the trolley with everything, yeah, sort of set up next to it, which is, yeah, so handy. But yeah, some people don't even have the space for the trolley, so I hear ya. And I'm going to do one more. Actually, I'll just do it in the smoky slate because it'll look beautiful. There we go. I like having odd numbers. Fibonacci sequence. Have a Google of that. It's very interesting why it's good to craft in odd numbers. It's because our eye is attracted to that. Because in nature, the Fibonacci sequence takes place, which is usually odd numbers, which is very odd. There we go. Oh, I'm very happy with that. And then we'll do the inside. Yay. You got this, Dad. Don't know why that's a little bit. Now, I'm going to get the envelope as well because I think it will be good. I know it's getting sent right away, so why not do the envelope now? I learnt this from a demonstrator here in Australia, Lisa Tilsner. She said it once. She's like, oh my goodness, it's a naked card. I thought, that's actually true. I never thought about that. Here I am packing up and I need to use it still. So yeah, thanks for the tip, Elisa. Ever since then, I'm like, that's so true. How could I have sent it so naked and bare? Even the inside of my cards, I'm like, nudie run. It just adds that extra element to it that makes it very special. There we go. So there's our card to Dad. I'm very happy with that, and I think I still will add some little droplets because even though we don't usually put embellishments, I really like these little water droplets. I think that they still have that sort of masculine element to it, which is really good. So I'll just put a couple of them on there. And this comes with the clear and also the frosted. So you get both in the pack, like 2 sheets. Give me a little one. She used my take your pick tool for this one. So if you've always wondered like how to place these, a lot of it is just trial and error, and you can see I've still got a little bit of movement here even though I've stuck it down. Don't sort of feel like, oh, I can't move it. And I just basically keep moving it around until it just feels like it's in the right space. And if you're not confident with it, you can just sort of look at ones who've done these types of embellishments before. But for me, when I look at these two, like if I had it too far apart, there's not a lot of space in between here. So you really want it to be something that elevates the card but doesn't sort of make it feel cramped. So your spacing is probably the most important thing. And then the amount that you use is the other important thing, which is why I mentioned the Fibonacci sequence, because I always try and have an odd amount. So it's okay to have an even amount there as long as the full set is Fibonacci, which is odd. You don't have to, but I'll just give you an idea here of how, I don't know, just to the eye, to me, it just straight away just feels off balance. It's like there's something that doesn't feel right when you add one more. I don't know why, but to me that feels off. But if I do one less, it just feels balanced and happy. So a lot of it is just eyeballing, and it's also going by the principles of what other crafters have figured out too. And in art, that's what they do in art. They're always looking at Fibonacci. So that sort of helps. Even here, we'll see if this is odd. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, odd. Our eye loves odd numbers in craft. So there's a little tip for you. So that's the difference you can see there. Like, yeah, amazing how it can just completely look like a different card. The spacing that I've used, the colors, and yet really at the end of the day it's the same card. But I want to do something else here because I'm in a crafting mood and I think I need it. I think I need some good craft vibes, right? So I wanted to show you, and this was actually going to be the card I was going to make, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to make a card for Dad now with you, because then I know I'll be able to post it off today and it will get to him ASAP, which is what I want. So I'm going to give this to my dad, this to my sister, Angelina, and I'll do one for my sister, other sister. And I've got some colours here that I've picked, and I got it from Brandy again. Thank you, Brandy, for all your tips on my cards today and this week. I've done a lot of Brandy casing. So the one that Brandy did, I absolutely love. And I had a customer contact me last night saying that she's really disappointed that Purple Posy is in every country except for Australia. And I'm like, it's in Australia. It's here. So I sent her the link, but I thought, you know what, I need to do a Purple Posy highlight because yeah, some are not aware that Purple Posy is back. So it's here. So let's have a look. So it's amazing in this stamp set. This to me is like the perfect beginner's stamp set. And the reason why is because you've got quite a number of sentiments here for a lot of occasions. But you also have a really great variety of images here that could be used for all sorts of different occasions. You can see that this little image, geometric image, we've even been able to make it a masculine card. So it has a lot of variety, and to be able to do masculine, feminine, lots of different types of cards with the sentiments, it's a really handy stamp set to have. So I'm going to use on my sister's card the flowers, those two here. I was going to use, I think just the 2 will be fine. So we've got this flower and this one. And I'm going to do the exact same principle, but what I've done is I've cut some of the Wisteria Wonder, and then I've got the Purple Posy and the layers here, and I've got the Wisteria Wonder as the strip there. But I've got the, is this one the Purple Posy one? I'm not sure. I think, yes, this is a Purple Posy one, because I thought that would be a really nice little accent underneath on this one. We're doing a little bit of ribbon using today. A few people have said, I need ideas on how to use my ribbon. So here's a good card for you to use. Thanks, Brandy. You gave us the inspo to use our ribbon. So we'll do this here. Fold this first. So this is your, if you're doing the measurements on my templates, this is your Gorgeous Grape layer for your measurement. This is Wisteria Wonder, but the measurement is Gorgeous Grape, just so I don't confuse people. I'll get emails later. What colour was that layer? You called it Gorgeous Grape. And we've got these here. So that's happy. And then I've got the colours here that I'm going to use. So this is my 3 colours, and that's based on Brandy's beautiful card. I never would have thought of using those 3 together. I mean, she's used the Highland Heather, but I thought the Purple Posy will be a nice addition to this card. But we'll see. We might still add in Highland Heather as well if there's not enough oomph. But I thought either flower will be nice with that. And this layer here, so the other 2 layers are the Melon Mambo measurement and the Flirty Flamingo measurement. So the same as the other cards. And we'll go in here. Oh, thank you, Dawn. Thank you, everyone. So I'll do a few. Oh, that's so pretty. You can just sort of mix it up a little bit and turn it around. Okay, so that's that one. And then we'll do, I think I'll do the, I might end up using that other one actually. Anyway, I'll see how this looks. This one's one of the ones where I had the idea in my head, but I didn't actually trial it. They're always the fun ones. It's like, ooh, how is this going to work out? Will it even work out? And it's okay if it doesn't. We'll just get some ideas from it. Where's my chamois? This one's a little bit darker, this one. I don't mind going from Purple Posy to the blue because it doesn't overly matter. Like, it's going to be okay, the ink. But going from this to the Granny Apple may not be a good idea. Oh yeah, I actually really like that. Beautiful. So super simple. You can see how easy and simple that is. And then we'll do that. So let's stick that down, and then we're going to stick that on there. And then we're going to have this layer here. That's so pretty. Yeah, I'm happy with that. The Granny Apple's a little bit darker than probably I would have liked. So probably using it with the Highland Heather would be a nice addition. What we could do even, where's our stamp set, is to bring in a little bit of the what am I thinking? I'm thinking I might bring in something. No, I like that, having a white space. I don't want to cover in too much of that. I might just do a little bit of this somewhere with the Highland Heather. Let's try that out. It might fit in this little section here. Highland Heather, where are they? There you are. I don't want it to go over the sentiment of the granny, but I do want to bring in a little bit of that Highland Heather, but I don't know if I've got any space to bring it in. Oh yeah. Let's try. Ready? Can always turn it over. Oh yeah, that looks all right. Yeah, I like bringing that in. And then I've got a little tiny space here. Where there's a will, there's a way. Yeah, I like that. I think that brings it all in a bit better with the eye. I mean, I like subtle, but I think having such a dark colour like the Granny Apple needs an like either probably stamping it off might help to sort of tone it down a little bit. But you can see on Brandy, she did the Highland Heather and she did a little bit of stamping off with the Seaside Spray, which looks beautiful. Actually, I shouldn't be closing them because we've got to do the inside. I'll do it with those two. And then I'll stick that down. Open them back up again. So, where's our little Tombow? I'll just change over my Tombow. Actually, that one's not very full. That one's not very full. We did a lot of card making yesterday, Jessie and I. We've got stacks of cards here. In fact, I'll show you. This is one of 3 piles that we did. I'm not going to show you the cards though because they're coming. They're for our Crazy Crafters team. So exciting. So we did that stack and then we did, oh, there's a massive stack here, but it's in a mint macaron. Woohoo! It's exciting. The team are going to love the cards. Oh my goodness, we're so in love with them. And we felt very good. We did a little bit more than loveitchopit this year. Not that there's anything wrong with loveitchopit, but we did a little bit of colouring as well. So that's for on stage. I've got 65 team members. More hair! 65 team members coming to on stage, which is very exciting. I'm so happy for my team that they get to come along. And we've got my Crazy Crafters, my team. We've got our team awards this afternoon at 2 o'clock. So I'm very excited about that. As soon as I finish this, I'll be continuing on with their, I've done some spreadsheets, like a little awards ceremony and lots of little gifts for all their hard work, which will be fun. Shopping vouchers and things like that. So I think they'll really enjoy that. Now this one here, I'm going to use a sentiment from here, especially for you. And got my block. I'll do it in the embossing as well. Yeah, I like to celebrate the team. It's a lot of fun. But we've got like different, I've even done like a little survey this year so that we can hear about other things people in the team have done, like even if it's just small things. Because there's a lot of people in my team that have joined just for the discount. But what I love about that is it still opens opportunities to share this amazing craft and the amazing company with other people, even if you don't have a desire to build a business or make money from it. It's just such a cool way to connect with people from all around the world and to really make a difference in other people's lives as well. Because I know I always say to the team, I'm like, do you regret joining up as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator? And they're like, I say, are you really angry with the person who joined you up? No, you're so happy that you joined, so share it with other people. You've got something really amazing and something that's going to be really good for people, so just tell people about it. You're not trying to get people to join up with you. You're genuinely like, no, seriously, you have to come and see this. It's just so amazing. It's going to help you feel better, and to just feel good about yourself, and it's good cathartic experience doing the crafting. We've all got so many mental issues and stress in our life that to be able to do something that helps us cope, it just makes such a big difference to people. Oh, that looks beautiful. What a pretty card. Thank you, Brandy, for your inspo. Where's our little piece here? Oh, it's so pretty. This is such a girly card for Kylie. I don't normally go girly, but this is so pretty. Really love it. Oh, I forgot to... Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I thought, I've done it. I've really done it. I've done it all correct. But I do have a way to solve this problem. See, I did this on purpose so that you can see how I solved this problem. Oh dear. Got to be concentrating at all times, at all layers when you're dealing with ribbon. Okay. So what I'm going to do, and this is funny because this is actually how I used to put my ribbon on the cards. And Jessie and her sister, Beck, they used to laugh at me. They're like, Kylie, that's so ugly. Oh my goodness, it's so ugly. You gotta hide your ribbon. You don't just put it like that. And I'll show you exactly what I did. They used to make so much fun of me. I'm like, what's your problem? You're just so fussy. Stop being so fussy. It looks fine. Nothing wrong with it. So what I would do, so I want to go a bit further down because we've got our little header to put on. So this is what I would do. Literally, I'd go like this. And that's how I would give my card. Literally like that. But what I'll do today, I'll never forget, they used to make so much fun of me. Actually, I wonder if... Ooh, I've got an idea. I was going to put the same colour, but let's put the purple posy. We'll have a look and see if it looks okay. So what I'm going to do is I'll do it the Poppy Parade size. Oh, I keep forgetting you don't have to lift the... Oh yeah, that looks pretty. I like that. And then it looks like an accent on the card. So FYI, if you forget to layer your ribbon, here's my hot tip. This is what you can do. And that's just added another beautiful element to the card. Gorgeous. Fixed. Nothing to look at here. We're all good. There's always a trick. There's always a tip that you can fix these things. There's never a true crisis. Ah, Kylie, I love it. Especially for you. And that's all I know of the song that Jason and Kylie sang together. I remember that song. It's an 80s song. This is so pretty. And accidentally, I hadn't cut this down to the size of the Whisper White, and I love it. I love it the full, you could go the full size of the card. And that's worked out perfectly with our ribbon. It was meant to happen, people. It was meant to happen. I love those sort of mistakes. No, there's no such thing as a mistake. Well, actually, yes, there is. Now, inside, I need... I didn't chop this down, so I'll chop some now. I've got the... What's that colour? No, I want the Purple Posy again. So inside I did the Purple Posy will be in the size of the Poppy Parade layer. There we go. Poppy Parade size. And then our next layer is the Melon Mambo size, I'm pretty sure. Let's just check and make sure before I say that. Yes, Melon Mambo. And I think that's right, yes. Hopefully I didn't cut too much off this. Looks good. Do a little bit of stamping here. I've got the Holland Heather. And we'll do that's still the granny, so I'll take that off with the chamois. So pretty, that flower. Look at that. And then we'll do, oops, my chamois took my flower away. I'll just try having a look at the granny stamped off and we'll see what it looks like, just as a test. Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. It's just a little bit sort of toned down. It's a little bit less excited, so that's a nice way of even doing the front. It sort of has that more subtle look to it and yet still pops. So we'll do that. The stamp set that I'm using is from the annual catalogue. I'll show you the whole picture here. Botanical Bliss. Fantastic set. It's just a must-have set, that one, if you don't have it already. I like going back to the annual catalogue from time to time, especially when the new holiday catalogue comes. We kind of forget about these fantastic ones in the catalogue. Oh, so beautiful. I think my sister Sarah will love that. So my sister actually started stamping before I did. She was a stamper. She had quite a lot of stamps actually. So I've been trying for a long time to get her stamping with me. But we never get to get a chance, which, yeah, is a shame. Yeah, it's really pretty. So there's that one. And where's Dad's one? Here it is. So that's for Dad. You got this, Dad. And then that's my other sister Angelina's. So I'm very happy with that. Now this one here, I could probably use, I think some of the rhinestones would be really nice with that. We'll see what embellishments I've got here to choose from. What have I got here? These ones are pretty too. Probably if they had like a lighter purple, I'd be keen, but I don't think if those ones would. Ooh, what's in here? Maybe some of these might be the right colouring. Gingham Gala adhesive sequins. Ooh, that's a strong packet. Let's have a look here. Oh yeah. I think we'll put a couple of them, maybe even, well, these ones are actually quite nice because they're not as strong. Yeah, I think those will be good with it. Because they might be a little bit too, look at me. Look at me. It's all about me now. We don't want it to be all about you, sequin. It's all about the card. You're meant to be not drawing any attention to yourself. Oh yeah, that's pretty. So you can use your picker tool. If you use the little splayed bit, that really helps. But yeah, both sides are good. And you can just sort of lift it and put it on your little tool to and of course this end is perfect if it doesn't have adhesive on it. Pretty. And then we'll do a flower up the top with, and I like to do it the opposite side of the writing because there's already a lot going on over here, so we'll just give this side a bit of love. There we go. Oh, that looks really good. I'm happy with that. I think that's a really nice addition, having the little sequins. Gingham Gala, that one is. Do you like it with the sequins? So there we go. I'm glad I have all my embellishments. They're all in the clear cases. I'm not the most organised person at all, but I love having everything here that I need because I'm more likely to use it and I'm more likely to know what I've got too. So that really helps. Just a storage tip for you all. So let's go full screen. Thank you all so much for being here. I can't believe it's just an hour and we've made 2 cards together. I'm very happy with that. So here's our cards for today. Yeah, I'm very happy with them. Yeah. I hope you all enjoyed them. Just checking up on all the comments. Deb, stop it. I love it. Jenny. I love that you all catch up. Catch up while you're here. So, what news? Of course. If I post something, I want you to all know that you have full permission to case. Completely case it. It's why I create, to help you to make creating easier. And I think the key element with this is helping you to see, oops, there goes my sister's card, is helping you to see that you can use, you know, a different stamp set, but have this particular layout. But this layout is going to help you make hundreds of different types of cards with a different stamp set. So every time if you change the stamp set or you change the color, you have a different card. So I think it opens up like a lot of ideas for you so that you can make it your own too if you want to. Like use the colors that you really resonate with you, or if you know who you're sending it to, if you know their colors that they enjoy, then you can make it for them personally and say, oh, I picked the colours that you like. You can even send them a message, go, what are your favourite colours? And then you can sort of go from there as to what colour palette you use. Our Stampin' Up! Colours are so amazing that it's pretty difficult to get a wrong colour combo. Like, I would never, ever, in my wildest dreams, ever imagine that these colours would go together. Seaside Spray, Granny Apple Green, and Highland Heather with a Purple Posy base. When I saw it, I was just like, Brandy, that is so clever. So yeah, just look online for different ideas. Another way to get colour ideas is to go to your designer series paper, because Stampin' Up! Has already done all of the work for us and they have great colour combos with the paper. So go there, check out paper, and have a look at old catalogues and see the paper from there, because the colours are still relevant. Colours are still around. If you're really, really scared about colours, just stick to the one colour family, and you'll usually, I mean, the in colours are a little bit different, but you know, they still go. But if you stick within one colour family, you know they're going to match. You know you're pretty safe to do that. So, oh, that's good, Elaine. Hopefully I've put you over the edge. She said, I don't have that stamp set. Considered buying it several times. Hopefully this is clinched the deal, because I just can't believe that this card and this card came from the same stamp set. Like, wow. Amazing. And then also there's that stamp set too, which I think is a really, it's one of those stamp set that's hidden in the catalogue. Like, this is so cool, these sentiments. I love you. We all need an I love you. So very nice. Now, the other news that I wanted to share with you was the Everything is Rosy bundle is out at 15% off. I've still got a few projects here that I want to share with you. Sorry for turning my back to you. Yes. So this one here. Oh, I've got a few here. They were just so beautiful, we couldn't give them away. I'm actually really happy. Normally we do give them away, but I'm like, I'm really happy we didn't, because now I can show you how cool the Everything is Rosy bundle is. So one thing that I absolutely adore about the bundle is the amazing rose, what do you call it? It's like a paint. It's not a shimmer paint. What do we call it? I've forgotten the actual term for it. Anyway, it's somewhere. Is it up there? Yes. Yes, I see it. Here we go. I can get the exact name for you. I can even show you. Oh, I've got a couple of embellishments here that I need to add to my... Need to add these to my... That would be perfect with the Everything is Rosy. I need to put them in my clear cases so that I use them. Otherwise, no chance. But yes, someone's probably already... All-purpose ink, rose gold. It doesn't really even call it a name. I don't know what we call it in the catalogue. But there is... Normally we've got the silver and the shimmer one as well. Let me have a look in the catalogue. Let me find it for you, because I'd like to see which paint we have available at the moment too, because you can only get, oh yeah, shimmer paint. We do call it shimmer paint. So we've got Champagne Mist and Frost White. They're the two colours in the annual catalogue, but with the Everything is Rosy, you get the rose gold. So it is gorgeous. So what I did with the rose gold, which is really cool technique, I think I may have, yes, I've given that one away, but there was one that I made where I did embossing and then used my sponge dauber, and then it's in my tutorial bundle. If you haven't seen the Everything is Rosy bundle, what have I got here? Have I got an Everything is Rosy? I don't know if that link works. Anyway, I'll put that there just in case it does. Someone can let me know if that link works. Oh yeah, there's the link to the tutorial bundle. So if you purchase from us with the tutorial bundle, you get that tutorial for free. So if you get the medley, you get the $20 tutorial for free as well. So it's really good value. But yeah, you can see these are the gorgeous style of cards that we have. These are some that we were given. So this was from Elaine Beard. She's on my team. I love what she did with this, doing the folding. Thanks, Elaine. And I got this one from Carol. Is it Carol? She did this one here, which I thought was very clever. And then Bruno made, oh yes, this one was Charlene actually. That one's Charlene Caruana, our beautiful customer. And then Bruno made this one, which I thought was a super clever one. So that's in the tutorial bundle. Wee. So that all the measurements for that in both metric and imperial is in the tutorial. And he made this as well, which is like super cool. And it's got the rose gold foil, and he's cut out with rose gold and even done some sponging. And then you just basically pull an edge and the whole thing opens up and has writing on the inside with some beautiful embellishments on the inside. So he has a tutorial for that too. He put a lot of work into doing his little triangle, which is cool. And what else do we have here? This is from Lisa Harden. Lisa did this one. So you can see like the beautiful elements that come with this set, the beautiful ribbon, all these embellishments, like the labels, the paper. It's just such a beautiful set. All you need to make sure that you have, there's another one of Bruno's cards. Eee. So all you have to make sure you've got is some Night of Navy and Melon Mambo cardstock. That's the main thing. And I did this one. I sponged the pizza box. Oh no, Bruno did this one actually. This one's Bruno's. And then you can have little note cards in the middle there. I gave my one away, that's right. I gave it as a gift to a friend. What a cool gift. You can have a pizza box with all the handmade cards on the inside, and then they can keep the box and give away the cards to their friends. So, I think I've got... I'll have to share the link to the video as well. I'll put that in the links below. So, yeah, that'll be good. Now, I've just noticed that we've got 23 thumbs up. I think we can get to 100 thumbs ups on YouTube. Because, you know, I've worked hard today. Have I worked hard for my thumbs up? I even cried. No, I'm really glad I came live today. I think it's helped me a lot to just share it all with you, what's going on in our life. Life still continues. That's the thing. Things still need to happen. So, but it's just taking a bit of time out to, yeah, just realize what's happened. I think that's going to be the biggest thing. And then it's another layer again when I see him and spend some time with him. Lorraine asked, does Stampin' Up! Have a place for donating the older style stamp pads? I've offered them to a couple of schools, but they've declined your offer. That's random. I know we've got a over 55s retirement village that just does crafting. So I would definitely be inclined to ask. You might even be able to pick up a class, Lorraine. So, oh, we're at 40 thumbs up. Thanks, everyone. I like that, Diana. I wish I could give you more than one. Thank you. I'm very grateful for the one. And thanks for the comments of more extra thumbs up. But yes, I'm pretty sure that would be the way to go, is the over 55s retirement village, especially if they have card classes. But if they don't, I would definitely offer a free one, maybe to say, look, would you like me to do a free card class? And then after that, you could charge $10 per person for one card for 1 hour. And I think that's a lot of fun for them. Yeah. Hi, John. How are you, John? please, if you want to send Jamie a card, Jamie March, the 8-year-old that I was saying hello to, please let me know. Message me and I'll send you the details for him. I've asked his mum. His mum gave permission for me to give his address. And if you want to give my dad a card or my sisters, then yeah, feel free. You can message me for my address and I'll be sending a whole bulk lot over to Dad. I think it's really cool when he can get a parcel full of cards. That's what I'm hoping for. Oh, hi Daisy. Poor to you. 46 thumbs up. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your thumbs up. I really appreciate it. So have a wonderful week ahead, everyone. Hug your loved ones because you just don't know what tomorrow can bring. We've definitely learnt that this week. And yeah, if you're struggling with loved ones that are not well, our heart goes out to you. We have a lot of empathy. We know that there's a lot of people struggling. So we send lots of love to all of you. We know that life's tough now. It's really tough. So big hugs from us, and just take one day at a time. Someone even wrote, take an hour at a time. And I'm like, you know what? That's so true. Just one step in front of the other, one foot in front of the other, and just try and do what you can do. We aren't superhuman. We are just human. So all we can do is what we can do. So big hugs to you all. So lovely to see you too, Diane. Thank you. We'll definitely. Sunday is our time to defrag. Yeah. Big hugs to everyone. See you next week, and thank you for being here. And please click on the subscribe button and notifications so that you don't miss any of our videos and our live videos as well. And we'll see you here next week at the same time. Thank you for your support, everyone. Bye. See you.